Been a lazy day for me. Give me a minute. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm back. I hope everybody's doing okay today. Whew. Been busy today working, getting a lot of stuff cleaned up, moved around. So that's what I've been doing today. I don't know about any of y'all. And it's starting to pay off, starting to look good. I'm getting ready to install my hot water heater. I had to buy a new one. Good news and bad news. It was supposed to arrive tomorrow, and it is, but I got to send it back. They sent me the wrong one. So I had to reorder one. So the one that's coming tomorrow, I got to refuse. And the other one's coming 2 days after that. So, 2-day wait, but what the heck? I can handle that. Their one they're sending is 220 volt, and that won't work for me. I don't have 220 volt. So, oh, come on, don't tell me my lighters are out of fuel now. Yeah, I got one that works. Well, I see there is someone here. You're more than welcome to ask questions, make comments, complaints, whatever. I do this to remind people that there is someone still out here fighting to get all the cannabis prisoners out of jail. Or at least I'm trying to. Been on the road 10 years, 36 states fighting. If you Google my name, you'll see hundreds of stories, like a bunch of people I met over the last few years there. But I've kept most of my stuff on Facebook, so that's why a lot of people don't know me. TikTok, they don't even like the picture of a pot leaf, so they definitely don't like my name and what I stand for. So I don't post a lot on TikTok, although I've got an account there. I've got a troll that reports everything that I post as drugs, and they automatically take it down. I do ask people if they find the channel, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. If you believe in what I'm trying to do, help others by doing a petition to get our cannabis prisoners free and cannabis out of a class 1 narcotic classification. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. Just look around. And you'll see a little thing that says subscribe. It don't cost nothing to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. But every time someone subscribes or makes a comment or whatever, it helps it in the algorithm. And just getting started out on YouTube, I need all the help I can get. Of course, I'm 420 Jim. I need all the help I can get anyway. You know, with a name like that. And yes, that is my legal name. July 8th, I think it was, the 6th or the 8th, in 2019, in Kingston, Tennessee, the judge picked up the gavel and said, "So, you want your first name to be 4?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Your middle name to be Jim, or 20." And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Your last name to be Jim." And I said, "Yes, sir." And he picked up the gavel and so ordered it. And this is what I drive. No one belongs in jail for weed. I don't know if it's here today or not.
Did it leak today?
Looks like it just started.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it looks like it just started, if you ask me. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
I like your hat.
Oh, this is the first time you've seen this one?
Yeah,
I have so many.
I bet you do. I bet they all love you because you're the top man.
Yeah. Sad, huh?
Should we make like a barrier of rocks?
I think I'm just going to like get me a little shovel or something, just bring it right down, because I can't keep having. I mean,
And look at it, and then it settles, and then it goes down around your.
yeah, right underneath my window. I
I
mean,
was thinking that yesterday. We could probably put some pretty big rocks there. And
Shouldn't
see if
have
we can
to.
block it.
it shouldn't have to.
No, but you know what? I think when you're paying rent, that's a damn good time to bring it up.
Oh,
If it was summer,
if
you'd be putting up with smell.
if he pulls in here,
Yeah.
the one that checks rent and stuff, I plan on pointing it out to him, whoever I see next time, and tell him, look, you know,
Yeah.
we reported this a couple times, and it's not going to get any better.
Because it's sewage water, no matter how you look at it.
It's not going to get any better.
No.
It's not going to fix itself. It's just going to get worse. So now's the time to, before it gets totally clogged, nobody can use the whole system.
Yeah. And then he has a really big problem.
Yeah.
He might already have a really big problem.
Well, let's not hope, because I ain't got no place to move.
Yeah. Where do you think I'm going? I ain't going across the street for $975 and electricity.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They even called me too. If you're still interested. No, I don't think so. And then I went up. I don't know. I think I was going to Prescott to visit Paul, and I just happened to look, and I'm like, you really can't tell it from the road or when you go in that place, but they got them packed in so close. I mean, like really,
courtside.
Yeah, like man, could you even make it into that spot with one on each side? You know.
Yeah.
So we got it pretty nice, but you know what?
It's all nice except this.
He has to do something.
I just don't see why he hasn't took it serious.
Did I tell you how nice she's been since I had nervous breakdown in front of her little golden child? I knew she'd run right back and tell me.
I bet she's been
She's
nice.
been
Huh?
nice, yeah.
Really good,
Because
good.
sometimes that stuff backfires. Before you know it, you're like in the office getting in trouble, going to be fired, you know?
You're learning though. You're
But
learning the people.
I didn't say anything that
Training
was
them.
offensive, and it's just, I work hard. Why am I not being treated equal?
Exactly.
You know? She could tell I'm all white. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm all white. There is no.
You're so white you drink Coca-Cola. Remember when they had Coca-Cola?
I do drink
White.
Coca-Cola.
White. Well, yeah, but when they had the white commercial and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was crazy.
You're so white. And proud of it, too. Damn
Hey.
it. I'm sorry.
Human
Do you have
beings.
someone on the phone right now?
Human beings, planet Earth. That's the way I see it.
All right. I'm going to go in and go hide.
You know, go and get stoned.
It's nice. Well, yeah, that too. Hide and get stoned, yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
They don't even have any of the kiwi sorbet.
No.
Anymore,
And see, you were supposed to take me when you went next time.
I come from work. Yeah, I thought you just got an ounce.
Well, I don't
You just
mean I
got
didn't
an
want to pick something up for you or something a little different.
No.
Oh, maybe I could. Maybe this would be a good time to mention this.
You don't owe me nothing. Stop that.
Well. All right, threaten me with a good time. Hey,
What's up?
I don't mean to be a pain in the butt, but I mentioned that a couple times. It's right underneath my window.
Is that his leaking?
The one in the middle? Yeah.
That's his leaking out?
Oh, yeah.
Is it
It's
turned
been
off?
doing it for over a week. The guy in the white pickup, he opened it and shut it and whatnot.
Walt did?
Yeah, the other day and stuff. But it keeps doing this.
Alright, I'll let him know. I'll get a hold of him.
Yeah, if you would, if it wasn't right underneath my window, brother, I wouldn't say
Oh,
nothing.
no, I understand.
But it
I wouldn't
comes-
want it either.
It
Shit.
comes up and I don't want nobody to call the hospital and say,
Right. Alright, I'll get a hold of him, man. We'll get it taken care of.
I'm sure you would. Hey, thank you, my brother.
Oh, no problem.
See, I got really, really good people that take care of the RV park here. So that'll be taken care of pronto, I'm sure. Can't believe there's no questions or comments. And sorry, that happens during my lives. I'll be out there and talking to a neighbor or something. Normally I'm out on the highway and people come up and talk to me while I'm doing my lives because they want to come and ride on the RV or meet me or find out about the petition or something. Okay, hey, move. I tell the little ones to move so I can see. Move, Jack. Move, Jack. Well, still over 2 weeks away and I get my eye surgery, so I'll be happy when that happens. Oh, hey, Mary. How you doing? Oh, my day is doing just wonderful. And the good Lord let me wake up again. I was able to feed myself, clothe myself, cook for myself, wipe my own butt and stuff. So, you know what? I'm calling that a blessed day. A very blessed day. Delivery driver from Walmart come by and I gave him a little Jesus and she liked it so well. And I said, well, here, have one for a friend. And she said, oh, good, I get to give one to my boyfriend. And that just touched my heart, you know. That's cool. I love giving these out and letting everybody know we all need a little Jesus. Well, thank you, Mary. Thank you. I've got a couple trolls that'll tell you otherwise, but those are just lies. And the closer you get to the Father, the more the demons come out and after you. People don't think that, and it's true. And the closer a person comes to the Father, that's the more the devil's got to fight to get you away from him. Now, if you're not thinking about God and praying and stuff like that, well, the devil ain't worried about you because he's already got you. See my logic on that? Let's see who's talking about something. Oh, excuse me. Hey, how you doing? Oh, that was you talking. I wondered who that was.
I was just letting up fishing.
Oh, you got Jack all excited. He's barking today. He's barking today.
Hey, the next time you're outside with my tires.
I'm sorry?
Next time you're outside with my tires, I put them on.
Oh, okay.
I know you can see with one eye.
I'll try. Hey, Curly.
They are ready for
Did you get your center caps for him too? Ah. Okay, well. That'll give you something to do when they come in. Oh, they sent me the wrong hot water heater.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm going to refuse it tomorrow. They sent me a 220. I got to wait 2 more days and I'll get the 110 one.
that was a big
Well, at least I caught it and I got the other one on the way. Jack, be nice. Sorry about all that. What's that? Well, thank you, Mary. Thank you. That's all we can do in the world. If we want to move on is to tell the truth. We got to forgive and we got to tell the truth. It's easy. You obey the 10 Commandments. And everything in the 10 Commandments is followed by the Golden Rule, except keep the Sabbath day holy. All the other ones follow under the Golden Rule. You don't want to be lied on, cheated on, stolen from, or nothing like that, so don't do it to no one else. And it's cool. I mean, I don't worry about my soul or nothing. We're not promised the next minute. So, and trust me when I say I've seen it. My best friend get shot and killed right beside me, dropped down dead at work, like that. I mean, I've seen it that close up. That, we never know when we're going to go. And you got to be right with the man upstairs. If you're not right with the man upstairs, something's wrong. Hey, Mr. Bryson, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, sir? Your friends are still at it. They said they sent me another package. But they could never send a package more disgraceful than the last one they sent. We all go through different things in life, my friend. Always. Well, let me get a nice little hit in, and we go outside and show off the Cannebago. I like going out showing it off because it's got the QRs for the petition. Now one can always, I hear you, Bryson, there's a truck, and you can always sign the petition at 420gym.com anytime you want. If you can't scan it, but yeah, 420gym.com. The petition's always there. For 10 years now, I've had that website, and I kept it just for that. There's Curly. I get to pet him. I get to pet him.
Oh, sure, he uses your Jim. He's like,
I get to pet him. I get to pet him. I get to pet him.
Look at, he still looks at the door.
Oh,
All right.
this is Lilu's boyfriend.
He's busy.
This is Lilu's boyfriend. Oh.
He gotta look different after Wednesday.
Yeah, I've tackled the whole back half of the RV today and all. I'm getting a lot of stuff done in there.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to go down to the laundromat, walk down to the laundromat. It's not that far, is it? It's like a mile?
No, it's not, but you don't have to walk. You can tell me.
No, that's why I got that wheelchair thing I saved.
Oh, because you can put your laundry in it?
Yeah, that's how I brought my propane back from Family Dollar. Mama raised no fools. Daddy raised my brother.
Yeah, it is like a little cart, ain't it?
Yeah.
No,
Curly.
it's not that far, and it's down by Two Brothers.
I don't know. What's Two Brothers?
That's a little restaurant
Oh, okay.
that I refuse to go to anymore because she was being a bitch to me.
Okay. I don't even know what Two Brothers are, so I don't know.
Well, isn't it obvious where you can sit? They got a sign like, wait to be sit.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it obvious where you could sit? You know, in front of everybody. I'm like, oh. She just leaves a lot to be desired for me, so. But I'll tell you what, the food is great. And they got one in Anthem that I eat at all the time.
Yeah.
Right there by the store where I work. It's good food.
Yeah. I hear you.
But yes, it's right on the side of that. You go into where you're going to the restaurant and then just the side of the building.
I thought it was. I've never been to the one local. And now I'm forced to use this one. Which is cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, no, I didn't. I said, no, I didn't. You know, when you said, oh, well, you didn't, I thought her tires. Oh, yeah. I can see them from over here. Oh, yeah.
See how much of a difference it makes?
Oh, it makes a heck of a lot of nice difference. And when you get that center cap,
Yeah.
that's what's really going to throw them out.
Well, I figure I haven't even looked to see track it again, but I bet you it's going to be tomorrow.
Probably.
Yeah, all that nice shiny plastic. They don't make them like they used to.
Well, if that was hemp plastic, it would be 10 times stronger than steel.
It said it was some kind of industrial plastic
Yeah.
that lasts, unless you go off grid.
There's a lot of cars manufactured overseas that actually use hemp plastic and stuff. You just have to research. But there's a lot of things that's actually for years they've been sneaking hemp into.
Oh yeah, because they're smarter than us.
That they've been sneaking hemp into that we don't know about. Or they don't let the people know about.
People know, yeah.
But that's why this mission, so who cares if people smoke pot? I want hemp fuel, hemp paper, hempcrete, you know.
Well, I guess, but you don't get high from it.
No, but 1 acre makes 400 gallons of gas, fuel, for a car or a truck. Anything made of wood or plastic can be made from the marijuana plant. So we don't need to cut down any more trees whatsoever. Anything made of wood could be made of the marijuana plant.
All right, you're on a streak.
Oh, it's just this true. Anything made of plastic.
You're
Sure.
on a streak.
Yeah.
You know what though? I have to give it to you because it is on the cutting edge.
Oh no, we knew about this. Henry Ford built
but
a
they
hemp
wouldn't
car.
allow it.
Yeah, well, that's because they didn't want hemp
They've
fuel
known a lot
and hemp paper because William Randolph Hearst couldn't cut down all that forest in Washington and sell it to his paper mills for his newspapers or nothing.
Now those new electric cars, when I go to Shell, there's always tons of them charging. But here's the deal: you've heard about the battery, right? With the electric cars, was blowing up.
Well, not just the battery. Here's the thing: it's just a battery, and when it runs down, you got to throw a charger on it. And there's a engine running or a power grid running in engines and stuff, charging them batteries.
Well, but the battery itself is made of something that's not.
All the lithium and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, not.
Oh yeah.
friendly to the
They can't put the
environment.
fires out.
They don't even know what to do with the batteries. So, like, what good is it?
Oh, and they're destroying the planet to get the lithium out of the mines and stuff. Yeah. No, it's just another stupid green thing, whatever.
There you go.
You know, our government. What can you say?
I won't go for any of those cars. That's just a bunch of bullshit.
No, I'd like to.
Okay, I gotta go plug my car in.
No, I'd like to see one of the flying cars. They just now announced a couple of the flying cars, and all they are big drones. But that'd be kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, to see it. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'd probably try and fly
When
one.
they first come out with those electric cars, I had a Camaro. Like, I'll keep my gas.
You know, electric cars are nothing. Research first electric cars. They were before the gas cars.
Oh yeah, that it's gonna be like a phase thing.
Before the gasoline cars, we all had electric cars. The milk trucks, the trolleys, everything run off a battery. And when the battery got low, like the taxis and stuff, they pull in the service station, a big crane lifts the battery out of the car and puts another battery in, and they go on for their next shift. I mean, just it's funny how we've been so lied to and all, and you know. Manipulated. Yeah, we've had these battery cars and stuff, and we don't need the technology. I'll ask you.
We've had cars that could run on corn fuel. You know that.
I got one. What's this one? Let me ask you one here, Fran. You know the alternator, when it spins because of the engine turns, it spins the alternator, and the alternator charges the battery, right?
Uh-huh.
How come we don't put an alternator on all four tires so when you're driving forward, it spins the alternator, putting the charge back into your battery?
Oh, like a solar thing almost, but with the tires.
The tires are spinning because you're going forward or backwards, and it's going to spin them alternators, and when they spin, they're going to produce electricity and go back into your battery. Makes too much sense, huh?
Like the people that make the decisions for what we're going to be exposed to and not are such assholes.
But doesn't it just make too much sense? Because you'd be charging your battery while you're driving.
Yeah,
So.
I understand.
How could they think we're
Tell 'em
dumb.
hi.
They
You
think we're
love
dumb.
'em. Yeah, you guys
Yeah. Oh, you're just sweetie.
You got a kiss to from
Oh,
her today.
yeah.
She
You're
come
just
right up to the
sweetie.
screen and they touch
Oh, she loves you there,
you. Wait till
Curly.
she sees you with no fur, man.
She
Might
loves
not
you,
wanna have nothing
Curly.
to do with you.
Aw, she loves you, Curly. She loves you, Curly. She might want to know who your stylist is. All right, friend. We'll talk to you later.
But no, they don't even have any of those. What were they? Sorbet ones? They don't even have anymore.
Oh, the kiwi thing?
Yeah, you don't owe me nothing. You stop it.
Well, I'm going to go in and get stoned. You enjoy.
All right, have a good night. Tell her bye. You love her.
Will do. Oh, I'm 66, Mary. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I'm 66. Here's the pot petition I was talking about. Can't we all just get a bong? But here in another couple of months, I want to go back on the road, and you see all this tagging? It'll be all over the motorhome. The only reason the motorhome isn't tagged up is I just repainted it, renamed it for the new mission. And it's really the same mission in a way, but every time a president takes office, I got to write a new petition because it's a new president and a new Congress. So I'm begging all of you to get on the new petition. It don't cost you anything at all. Go to 420jim.com and click on the petition. Everything works out here within probably by the beginning of April. the end of March, beginning of April, I hope to be headed towards Washington, D.C. to do a march, my last year out here. And if I get things set up to where I can get, so a little bit of funding and help. Plus, I got windows for people that want to advertise and stuff. So if I can get a little bit of support and help to get her back on the road and all, because I got her all painted, I did all that, then I want to do one more trip. If you like Facebook, that's how you find me on Facebook. People would like to have something on the vehicle. Tell me you're making a donation and what you want on there, and I'll put something on there. That is my Cash App, which is also 420 GEMS, JIMS. Oh, there's 36 of them. I've traveled through 36 of them. And what was it, 2 years ago, I went from California to Maine. I held the first cannabis event, or had the first cannabis permit for Mount Rushmore ever given out. Me and Ross Don Meeks, she was my co-host. It was a shame the weather was so damn bad and wet and snow and ice and everything. It didn't turn out to be a very big event at all, but we had it. We made history that day. Just a whole lot don't know about it. Just like a whole lot of people don't know about little things like this. I didn't know it. I stopped in this particular town because of the name. I'm like, wow, that's a cool name. I was on my way to Lima, Ohio to a friend's event, and I stopped in this town. This is the town that Neil Armstrong grew up in. And that was back in 2020. Almost 4.5 years ago. August of 2020. But if you just Google, you can see all kinds of states. It'd be easier to say the ones that I haven't been to. And I really don't feel like listing them. But I haven't been to Florida. I have an old traffic warrant from like 20 some years ago down there, and I don't want to have to try and sneak all the way down to Tampa, Florida to take care of that warrant, because all they're going to do is put me in front of the judge and say dismissed. That's the only thing they can do. Statute of limitations, everything's out on it, It's just a formality thing. And see, I don't want to cross the border line and some eager cop, because of my name or the way my vehicle looks, say, oh, well, I'm going to tow your vehicle and put you in jail because you got a warrant. Yeah, dude, 20 years old from traffic. Cry me a river. But, yeah. I'd like to go to Oregon. I'd like to go to Washington State. I haven't been there. I have been to D.C. and Maryland and Baltimore and Pennsylvania and New York up there and all that. I've been to all that. Matter of fact, the last year that Obama was in office, I had Pershing Park. I held a march, the 420 march through D.C. The last year that Obama was in office. And I pulled the permit for the march, and I pulled the permit to have Pershing Park. So I had control of Pershing Park all day long. It was pretty cool. The coolest thing about it is I'd never done anything like that in my life. And I learned as I went. And I found out, and I know that we have lots of wonderful religious rights. We do. We have lots of wonderful religious rights, but you got to know how to claim them and how to use them. And Mount Rushmore, call down there or call over there, whatever, and get the prices on the permits to have an event there, and use their especially if you're using the amphitheater. Because you can do it at different places, and they got different whatever permit fees and all. But check it out, and then go to Washington D.C. and check out how much it is to like do a march, because you got to figure in the police, the motorcycles, all that, the escorts, and I had the park too. I had Pershing Park for everybody to meet at. So you're reserving a park for the whole day. Yeah, call down there and see what that costs you. It'll blow your mind. But just like the last time I filed a lawsuit there in Graham, Texas, I'm on limited income now and whatnot. I'm retired. And I went in front of the judge and proved that I was indigent, I don't make over $2,000 a month. Therefore, my court fees and stuff was waived for the lawsuit. Well, this is kind of like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's been lots of stuff that happened in Tennessee. Tennessee, the headline read one day, and I was surprised. I was surprised because the very first time I had an incident with the Tennessee State Police was in Knoxville. And I'm coming into Knoxville, and it's light rain and light wind. And, I drove tow truck 13 years before my friend got shot and killed beside me. My driving record is perfect. You might tie me, but you're not going to beat me. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say I can't beat no one. We could tie each other, but nobody's got a better, cleaner record than me. I don't see how they would, because mine is just, spotless. Anyhow, I'm coming into town, and this is like a sailboat, an RV is, in the wind and stuff. And I'm doing 50. And state trooper gets behind me and pulls me over. And we're just about, in the middle of downtown Knoxville, but on the interstate. And he was one of the unmarked ones, one of the black SUVs that just has the red and the white, blue flashing lights, down at the fenders and the back windows and shit. You know what I'm talking about. I get out. He's talking to me, telling me how I'm going 2 miles under the speed limit. And how I was going to impair traffic and whatnot. And I'm trying to tell him, well, I look ahead. You know what I mean? I drive according to, and as I'm trying to explain the way I drive, a full-fledged Tennessee trooper pulls behind the unmarked one. Now you've got an unmarked, which everybody knows is an unmarked, normally a narcotics car. Then you got a two-tone trooper pull up, and no sooner than that guy's getting out of his car, another two-toned state trooper pulls up. And now they get together, and there's walking over towards us. You hear, crunch. And the cop that pulled me over to begin it, he's like, you can go, man, you can go. He realized at that moment that he made a bigger chance of an accident happen than I ever would have. He didn't realize everybody was going to be rubbernecking when he had 2 and 3 cars behind a pot van. Everybody. But, and this was a few years back. This was back in like 15, 16, somewhere in that, I can't say exactly for sure what year it was. But it was back there before 19. So that was either in 2017 or 2018. Oh, I'm telling you. The next year, I seen him again at the truck stop. I was getting propane. He come by and he rolled down the window and he said, "You remember me?" And I'm like, I meet a lot of good officers, sir. And he said, "I pulled you out." And we both busted up laughing. He knows. he knows. But another good one. I got one that's kind of like this, but up here it's the 3 letters. It had 3 words. To be blunt. And that was in Kingston, Tennessee, about 30 miles outside of Knoxville, a year, maybe 2 years after this incident where the cop caused the accident. Yeah, I'm headed to Knoxville to see my friends, and I come through Kingston. That's where I changed my name, by the way. And one of the reasons I changed it there was because of the court, the judge, and everything. What happened there? There's a famous sergeant that works for the Highway Patrol that everybody in Kingston, if you drive or have a member of family or something that drives, for some reason or another, they all know Sergeant Woody. He's one of them type officers. Whether he's your friend and you know him, or he's one of those, pull you over every chance you get, whatever officers. Everybody in that town, I swear, pretty much knows Sergeant Woody. I didn't know this at the time. And like I say, I'm surprised that I was even going to get pulled over by the Tennessee state troopers, because they know they caused an accident the last time they pulled me over. So I'm bebopping into town. This is either 1 or 2 years after that happened. I'm bebopping back to the state, and going down the interstate, and a highway patrol state trooper flew past me, and they got my attention, because wow, he must have been traveling that I didn't see him, and whatever. And he was traveling pretty good. I immediately, glanced in the mirror, and here comes another dot flying up, and I'm like, watch. That was going to hit his lights and pull over, and this one's going to hit lights, and I'm, but nope. It come on up and shot past me in the mirror, and it was a black officer. I remember shooting him a peace sign as he went by. And I look in the mirror, and here's another dot back there coming up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's this going to be? And there's another dot behind him coming up. And when he gets like 10 feet behind my back bumper, he turns on the light bar and whips in behind me. And then I see the other one whip in behind him. And, I'm looking there and I'm waiting for the ones in front of me to be backing up. I thought, holy geez, this is going to be one of those moments. Well, I never did see the 2 that passed me. Never did. I did expect them to come back. I thought they had something to do with it, but evidently their shit was more important. but old Sergeant Woody and the other trooper, no, they got me. So we get out, and we're at the front of my RV here by the door and whatnot, and Sergeant Woody's talking about my eyes look red. My eyes look red. You look like you're. I'm like, officer, look, they're red all the time. 24/7. That's my eyes. Look, you see the cataracts? And he said, and I said, you see the cataracts? And he tried this, and I said, you see the cataract? I wasn't going to go off that, did you see the cataracts, until he answered my question. Finally, he said yes, because I got all this, on Facebook Live. And he said, well, I still think you're impaired. Step back here, and we're going to do this sobriety test thing, You can leave your phone on, set it over there, record, blah, 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 being arrogant about it, which I did. And he had me out there a good 10 minutes from standing on one leg, following a pin without moving your head, all kinds of stupid stuff made for drunks. And after 10 minutes, he looks at me and he says, okay, you passed. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. You never believe the next thing he tells me. You'd never believe it. His next sentence was, I need you to pull down to the next exit and turn into the Exxon. I'm pretty sure it's Exxon, Arco, whatever it is. And that's where you'll receive your ticket for failure to maintain lanes. And just 100 things are going off in my mind. You know, like, well, why the hell we have to pull in the gas station? Why can't he write it there? We've been out there 10, 15 minutes, and you know, what the hell is going on type deal. And that's when I noticed his name, and it was Woody. And he was a sergeant, and he had a sergeant stripes and all, and it said Sergeant Woody. And I said, Sergeant Woody, you know, you profiled me. And now you're going to write me a ticket to justify it in your mind? I mean, are you kidding me? You should be telling me to have a good day and let me be going down the road, you know? And he says, no, I'll see you at the Exxon, and I'll see you in court too. And he said, well, you go right ahead. You know, kind of like, you know, he don't lose type deal. You go right ahead. And so I had no choice. I had to go down there and pull into the Exxon. Or whatever it was. I pulled down off the interstate at that next exit. And both troopers pull in, set outside, and I come out with my camera still on. I went live again once I got up there. I went off my live until I got to the gas station, then went live again. And I'm going to film the cars so I can get the license plate and the unit numbers. And as I'm going around Sergeant Woody's car, he said, you can't go behind my car. I'm like, why not? He said, I'm in fear for my life. And that just blew me away. This guy's 1.5 of me. He's in fear for his life. And he's got another deputy or trooper standing there like this while he's setting Jackie Gleason style, you know, his butt on the seat halfway out the car with this ticket thing. And he says, you can step back into your vehicle if you like, sir, out of the rain. That plays in later, out of the rain, because we had light rain and light wind. Just like before when the troopers pulled me over for going 2 miles under the speed limit, we had light rain and wind that day too. And so I did. I stepped back into the motorhome out of the rain and whatnot, and he finished up the ticket, gave it to me, and I drive on 20 minutes into Knoxville to my friend's place, and I call back to the Kingston County Court. And I'm like, yo, I just got a ticket that y'all don't even have in your system yet, because I just got pulled over today from a state trooper, and I'm traveling. And unless you want me to stay in your town, how quick can I get into court, you know, and see a judge over this ticket? And they're, well, and I said, well, just, you know, look up 420 Jim on the internet. I told him to look up the 420 JIM. My name wasn't changed back then, but that's what everybody called me, all the news and everything, because my first name used to be Jim. Now it's my last name. Anyhow, I guess she did, because they called me up about 15 minutes later, and she said, hey, the judge can see you tomorrow morning. Can you be here at 8:30? And I thought, man, that's great, you know. To be able to come to court the very next day. Everything, good Lord had it planned out. Because, you know, for the officer to have time to come in court, all that was cool. Well, anyhow, I get there early. I meet people from the town. I give out a T-shirt or two, whatnot, you know. And now it's time for court. We go into court, and the one thing I got to say is I really respect Sergeant Woody because he told the truth. Now, I've had officers lie before, and if they lie, you lose. You lose. And officers lie. Yeah. And no matter what, the public tends to believe a cop over an honest person. They do. I mean, I've seen it happen. I've had it happen in my life and also. The only reason I won the case was because Sergeant Woody told the truth. And long story short, he said I tried to drift over the white line. The judge even asked him if I crossed it, and he said no. And he said he was concerned that I was going to cross the rumble strip on the right and wreck. I wished I'd thought to ask him, well, why do they put that there if it makes people wreck? I thought it was an attention getter. But I didn't have to go that far. I said, did I cross the center line? And of course he had to say no because he said that earlier. And I said, did I hit that rumble strip? And he said no. And little voice in my head said, throw your hands up and ask, what did you do wrong? And that's what I did. And I did it again. What did I do wrong? And that's when the judge starts hitting the gavel and saying we're taking a few minute recess. And I didn't notice it, but the Sergeant Woody had ended up taking off. That was the last time I seen him until the next year. I seen him again. They come back out. The judge calls another case. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes. He calls me up and he says, hey, your case is dismissed. You won. Get out of here. And the court went wild. The judge is, beating on the gavel. Okay, settle down, settle down. Everybody was happy. I'm shooting the judge a peace sign. I've got my shirt with my green pot leaf on it. So I'm walking out on the front page. There's a picture of the cannabis. And there's a picture of me leaving the courtroom shooting the judge a peace sign. And it's showing the back of me, the back of my shirt. And the headline was 3 words, to be blunt. That was a good one, to be blunt. But a year later, I ran into him, and he come up and he shook my hand and said he respected me. So, we got lots of great and good officers out there. We really do. We just kind of hit it off on the wrong foot in the beginning, And people do that. They judge you and stuff without even knowing you or nothing. The haters I have right now, they were friends. That most of them, all except one of them, was what I would consider, really, really, really deep, good friends. And was I ever wrong? But that happens. We learn in life. Forgive, you move on. And they're going to have to answer all that to the good Lord above, not me. Bearing false witness against thy neighbor is one of the 10 commandments I don't want to get caught doing. No, sirree, not me. Oh, Mary. You got time for one more? It's not Tennessee, it's West Virginia. It was state troopers, and I could give you all night, and you would never guess their names. Right out of a Cheech and Chong movie. I'll give you the short version of this one. Huntington, West Virginia. The town knew I was coming, but I didn't know I'm 2 blocks outside of the city limits. And although the city police and everything knew that a pot bus was coming and everything's cool, the state troopers didn't get that memo. Because at a little after midnight in a Walmart parking lot, I get pulled out, thrown to the ground, a knee in my back saying, boy, you in West Virginia. And they did an illegal search and everything. I ended up giving him the bad cop, no donut bumper sticker, and he accepted it. And you will never guess, they went in, 3 officers for 15 minutes. Of course, they come out with nothing. I don't have nothing. And I said, see, you didn't find nothing. And we got tired of looking. Well, when I went and gave them their bad cop, no donut sticker, I asked for their names. You will never guess their names. I had to literally look at their name tag because it was like, no way. But, oh yeah. Right on, Mary. Well, it would happen to be Trooper Roach. Yeah, Trooper Roach of the Huntington, West Virginia State Police. And he had his sergeant sidekick, Sergeant Hash. So it was Roach and Hash that did a illegal search back in 2014, I think it was, in a Walmart parking lot in Huntington, West Virginia. True story. Could have sued them, but why? I want to take taxpayers' money and stuff. But there's a friend of mine that comes on these lives a lot here and there named Sean. And if you're ever on here and you see Sean pop up, you can check that story out with him. That's how I met him. That's how I met a lot of people in West Virginia. Oh, yeah. Officer Roach and Sergeant Hash. Well, I'm hoping to get my eye surgery over here in another 3 weeks, or under 3 weeks. But then it's got to heal 5 or 6 weeks. And then I got cataract after that. So, depending on how this eye does as to when I'm going to get back on the road. I want to do one more last tour because when Trump first went in office years ago, I was out here doing this. I know he knows about me, and I want to show him I'm still out here and come up to the White House, well, to D.C., not the White House itself. But, you know, you never know. Maybe I get Pershing Park or something next to the White House again. Of course, a lot's changed in the last 10 years, so I don't know. Because it was like 10 years ago when I pulled a permit to do an event in D.C. Lots happened over the last 4. So, I'm sure you can still pull permits and stuff. I would hope. Still happen. Oh yeah. Well, the Huntington City Council and all, they pretty much told me I could sue them and they wasn't going to fight. And I told them, that no big deal. Walmart gave me a new pair of jeans because when he pulled me out of the off the top step of the motorhome, it put a hole in my jeans where my knee hit the ground, like road rash. And they replaced the 2 cameras that the cops broke, which they didn't have to do nothing, but that was really cool. And I said, that to me, that's good enough. Walmart, they were like, hey, we didn't call them. And see, they say they had a call from Walmart. And the funny thing is, their office is at the corner of the property that Walmart sits on in that town. So, but it was all cool. But the only thing that makes it real bad is when you're in your 50s and you got some 30-year-old punk on you saying, boy, you in West Virginia, boy this, boy that. I so much wanted to tell him, if you see a boy, blow him up to be a man, but I was in handcuffs and didn't know what he was going to do. And I wanted to get through the night. But he was so arrogant when I offered the bad cop no donut bumper sticker, he said thanks. Usually the cops are like, no, I can't take that. That's all right. Well, when I started these travels, it was in 2014. I admit, it got easier as I went along. The more states accepted cannabis, the more that, because I call ahead to the cities. I wasn't a dummy. After the first couple of months, I put Calvin pissing on the Emporia, Kansas sheriff. Flagstaff, Mayor of Flagstaff, whatever. And I was running out of windows. And I figured out, well, if I call them first and let them know, hey, I'm coming to your town to do a peaceful petition protest, blah, 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 this is, look at this newspaper article or this, TV thing, whatever. I mean, ever since I hit the road, they've been something online about me. And I'd tell them, go look on, and search, and then they would see it or whatever. And that works. They loved it when you'd call ahead and let them know that he was coming. And the second time, I don't call her nothing, like Huntington, West Virginia, I go there all the time. Knoxville, Tennessee. I only called them the first time. Now I just show up, so. Texas. There's like 27 Planet K's in Texas, and I can go to any one of them all I want. And see, Texas is still illegal. I may do Lubbock and Amarillo, but I don't know if I'm going to do much more Texas than that this year. But I kind of want to go by Lubbock. Whoa. Yeah, boy, you're in West Virginia now. Well, I wonder why Mr. Will Bird didn't join in today. Or Frankie or any of the others. They're probably waiting to catch me on Facebook. Hey, for those that don't know, I do Facebook also. That's my main thing. Unfortunately, every 4 or 5 years, they throw me off and make me open a new page and all. But you can go back like the last 5 years on this one. Just type in my legal name, FOURTWENTYJIM. Hey, there's Sean. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I mentioned. Oh, hey. Are you still here, Mary? I was telling Mary about the. Oh, I just seen that you're the one that made the boy. You're in West Virginia now. Okay, so you heard me telling her about the. Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, well, this is my friend Sean. He can tell you them troopers' names, and that's a true story and all. He can back that one up. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Mary, I've got people that's, heck, on Facebook, I've got people that followed me the whole journey pretty much, since 2014. A couple of them, which is really, really, really cool, Right up the road. There you go. Oh yeah, I never forget that one. Never forget that one. That one never gets old telling. That never gets old. Just like showing my driver's license. Never gets old. My name's been 420 Jim for 6 years now. Hard to believe it's been that long. But for 6 years, this is my 25 will be 6 years my name has been 420 Jim. So a good 5 years now, that's my life, what everything I own says, 420 Jim. So when the cops, is that real? or when they first see it or they call it and it comes back, the look in their eyes is precious. I to this day will walk up to a cop and tell them to run my license just to see their expression. The trolls sent a sheriff a week or so ago about somebody shooting a gun or some stupid shit. It was all fake. And the cop asked me if I had an ID, and at first I asked him why. You suspect me of a crime? I said, no, you don't have to. And I'm like, no, man, I'll show you my ID. And he's just for real? I'm like, yeah, call it in. And he did. Except they say your last name first. So it comes back Jim 420 when it's technically 420 Jim. Jim's my last name. But when you get your license, most states, your last name's on top. And when it comes back, they call your last name out, and then your first. So it don't sound as funny on the police radio, but it's really funny to see the cops' expression. Could you imagine, Sean, if my name had been 420 Jim that night that I met Sergeant Roach and Officer Hash? That would have been, I had to bring the newspaper out and TV crew camera moment. It's just a shame that didn't happen after my name got changed. Oh, goodness sakes. Nah. If they could have arrested me for anything, Sean, it would have been that night. Yeah, they tore the motorhome up looking for whatever they could, and if they had found anything at all that they could arrest me, they would have, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But no, I mean, they searched the drawers, the cabinets, they tore the place apart. There was in here 3 of them, about 15 minutes. Now, I would have beat anything they found in here. I would have beat it in court, but I would have went to jail. The vehicle would have been impounded. The dog would have been, I would have had to go through all that and then go through court and kick their ass in court for illegal search. But then you're still going to have to owe the tow company and whatnot because, So, good Lord bless and take care of me in all situations. And that's because I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. They searched all they want and they didn't find nothing, so therefore I wasn't doing nothing wrong. Funny, both times that happened, they said their dog hit. So I've been through 2 illegal searches where they said their dog hit on the motorhome, and neither time did they find anything. So, yeah. All they do is got to click their finger or tap somewhere and then bring the dog back by it, and that dog's going to hit on it. Me, I'm the type to challenge them, Had they wanted to take me to court 11, 12 years ago, what started this whole mission, I would have challenged the dogs in drug court. And what you do is because see, that's an officer. That dog is an officer, and you can bring it into court and make that dog testify whether it's a drug dog or not. You can bring that dog in and have it testify whether it's a bomb-sniffing dog, a cadaver dog, whatever they tell you it is. You have the right to bring it in and prove its ability. A lot of these people have a dog. Hello there, R. A lot of these departments have a dog, and they don't go the money to train it for drugs and stuff. They train it, for their officer and to protect their officer and stuff. Just because they bring a dog to your car and tell you they're doing a drug dog and whatnot, don't necessarily mean that's even a drug dog. And if it's not certified, you could have that thrown out of court. So, But their only problem was, why couldn't they prove what narcotic was in marijuana? If they could have proved what narcotic was in marijuana, I would be doing 10 years. The last 10 years, I wouldn't have been driving around trying to get our pot prisoners out of jail and getting it out of a class 1. I would have been sitting in a jail cell. Because that's what started this. 2 counts of sales of marijuana. And I was set up by a snitch, an informant, the whole 9 yards, on audio and video. But they wouldn't face me in trial because the state's got to prove all points of their case. The only point I wanted the state to prove was what narcotic is in marijuana. Don't tell me there's one in there. Prove to me what makes it a narcotic. And I know chemists that's willing to come in and say there is no narcotic. One of them's right. I'd like to get that in front of the federal court, and find out. You will find out we've been lied to. And there is no narcotic in cannabis. Never has been, never will be unless they, incorporate it in it. And we need to change all that. Where am I at, Roger? I'm sitting in the Cannebago here. Hey, let me take one more hit off my can, and I'll answer that, and I'll do better. I'll show you. Old school hippie, I like the can. I love Jesus too. So. People say, oh, a hippie and marijuana. Pot and marijuana. Yep. God created that herb. We shouldn't be smoking anything in our lungs, but I gave up cigarettes and I smoked cannabis. But it was in the anointing oil. Exodus 30:23 in the Hebrew Bible. That's what this is all about. If you don't think people belong in jail for weed, snapshot that and sign it. Can't we all just get a bong? I am in Black Canyon City, Arizona, my friend. Woo-hoo. Out in the desert with palm trees. Getting the Cannebago ready to make its last tour. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be back on the road within the next 2 months. Headed to DC and back. That would be the plans anyway. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Also known as cactus. There you go. Remember, alcohol kills. I don't say take alcohol away, but that's just a true fact. Just like this is a fact. Jesus saves. Once again, there's the QRs. That one's to help stop elder abuse. Hey, there you go, Spokane. Anybody wants to chip in a little bit for fuel or food? Cannabis heals. Marijuana heals. Funny how they all make the cross, isn't it? And of course, no one belongs behind bars for weed. And everyone, I think, needs a little Jesus. So, that's what it's about this year. hopefully the good Lord will steady the surgeon's hand and take care of my sight and everything for me. And everything will go well. And my eye will get healed up and I'll get on the road here in a month and a half. That'd be really cool, I think. If not, well, it wasn't meant to be, right? Leave it in the good Lord's hands. Wait. I had this was put away for a while, and I've been moving stuff around, so it came out today. But this is from back when Biden and Trump was running for office, and I was doing shirts back then to get across the country, because I made the Mr. Trump or the Mr. Chump shirt. Trump if he went green, and Trump if he didn't. But I had one about Biden too. I had Biden shirts and Trump shirts. But yeah, that's from back then. Goodness sakes. Seems like 100 years ago. I feel like it's 100 years ago. Oh, you're welcome. And please, anybody, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost anything. Please subscribe to the channel if you like. Put on the notifications and tell you when I go live. Any comment or thumbs up, thumbs down, or sharing really, really, really helps. And right now I need all the help I can get, because the more you help me, the more I can help others. And you can help me by sharing the video or commenting or subscribing. And you can help others by going to 420gym.com and signing a petition. If you want to check me out on Facebook, I'll be on Facebook in about an hour and a half, 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Type in 420 Gym. You got to spell it out. FOURTWENTYJIM. And that takes you to my Facebook page. What do you mean, where am I headed? I'm not headed nowhere right now. I've got eye surgery coming up. The end of March or April. I hope to be back on the road, and I'll be headed to Washington, D.C., and then back to Arizona. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Okay, time for another question or two before I go. I'll do another can. Any last questions, post them now. I will be back tomorrow at 4:20 here on YouTube. Good Lord willing. Just subscribe, remember, set the button, join me tomorrow. And please remember, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, folks, we can all get along. My fur babies, Jack and Lilu, love you, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Peace out.